In this video, I talk about 3 years with the Leica Q2. So this video is going to be broken down into 2 sections. The first one is overall usability. I'm going to talk about my impressions after 3 years of use with the Leica Q2. And then the second section is going to be images, different types of images that I've shot with this camera. Let's talk about overall usability. People call this a glorified point and shoot, and I beg to differ. I love the all manual possibilities with this camera. Yes, you can set it to all automatic and use it that way, but I shot film for I don't even know how many years, and I do everything manually with my digital cameras. Now, occasionally I'll do shutter priority, aperture priority, and you can do that with this camera as well. It's got the shutter speed across the top. I use this extra button for ISO. You have an aperture ring and you have manual focus on the lens, or you can lock in for autofocus with the tab here on the lens itself. It is so much fun to work with. I did add the thumb grip. I did a video about that a while back, and I really like the feel of that thumb grip. It mimics the winder for me from my film cameras. So that was a great addition. I'm having a lot of fun with the camera itself, the ergonomics, where everything's placed. I do like the fact that aperture is at the end of the lens and not right up close to the body. I have an X100T, and that aperture ring is right up against the body of the camera. It's one thing that I've never liked about the X100 series is that fact. So I love having that where it is. And the thing I don't like about this camera is interchangeable lenses. You don't have the ability to swap out the lenses. Now, I could have gotten the M10 or other 240, 262, all the other options, but I really loved the Q2 and the fact that it has an amazing 28mm f1.7 Summilux lens. Just being able to take advantage of that, because I couldn't afford to purchase that lens separately with a Leica body. It would have cost me a small fortune beyond what I paid for the Q2. So yeah, overall usability is amazing, and I'm having a blast with the ergonomics and the placement of everything. On the back, it's very basic the way it's set up with the buttons and the pad. Just easy to use, very clean and simple setup. They kept the top of the camera very basic, and you do have that Leica look. Looks a lot like my M6, but it is missing that extra, dial here on the left-hand side, and that could have been a spot for ISO. And I would have loved that on the Q2. So if they do come out with a Q4, that would be really cool to have that there. But that's just me, and yeah, just a great camera, having a blast with it. So I shoot several kinds of images with this camera: portraits, landscapes, and cityscapes. And I'm going to talk about them in that order. Portraits, and I'm going to show examples here. Portraits are so much fun with this camera. Now, I know 28mm is not the ideal portrait field of view, but it works, and I'm having fun with it. I've done photo shoots with this model over the years at Googlymonstor on Instagram. I'll link to her work down below, as well as different Instagram that I have that you can check out more work along this line. But the Q2 is a possibility for portraits, and it really works with that great depth of field, f1.7. Now, I shot most of these between f2 and f2.8, and I really love the way they look. Black and white for these shots is my go-to, but I do shoot in color as well, and the colors from the Leica Q2 are just phenomenal. So next, let's talk about landscapes. I went to Yosemite with this camera, and I captured some what I think are beautiful images. My favorite is going to be this one from Glacier Point with the Q2 capturing sunset and Half Dome, an iconic location. I'd never been there before, and it was really cool to be able to capture that with the Q2, and I love this image. I also captured some others in color and black and white, being able to capture the beautiful granite, cliffs with the Q2 and getting all that detail and having fun cruising Yosemite Valley with this camera. So possibility for landscapes. I have a separate video that I'll link to that you can check out. Talks about landscapes with the Q2. And then finishing off, street shots. Now, I'm not a street photographer, and I call it more cityscapes. I've cruised around San Francisco with the Leica Q2, capturing images throughout the city. Some of them are with people, and I have tried my hand at street photography, but I am no Cartier-Bresson. But I am getting there with the Leica Q2. It is the perfect camera for me for this. I don't have to worry about all the things going on with my M6. I'm still learning the M6 when it comes to range focus and getting the hang of that. So having autofocus and being able to adjust everything else, and even seeing a black and white preview through the viewfinder with this camera is really awesome, and I'm having fun with that. I've created several profiles to be able to take advantage of different possibilities with the Q2 when I shoot different scenes. So overall, this is my everyday carry. This is a camera I take with me no matter where I'm going. I can capture those quick shots or those more thought out shots. I can put it on a tripod or not. It does all the things that I need it to do. Right now, I don't need interchangeable lenses. I put out a video about the Nikon ZF. It is a possibility for the future, and it may replace my Fuji X-T4. I'm still trying to figure that out. And I do have kids that are going to be playing football and other sports, and I'm really thinking about needing a long lens again. So that's another possibility for something else, but I will never get rid of this camera. I love it, and I'm having fun with it. If you have any questions about the Leica Q2, go ahead and drop them below. My name is John Weinberg. Till next time, take care.